Good afternoon, welcome to Butterfield as Oldham's 1895 Cup campaign begins this afternoon with a home fixture here against Hunslet, a team we played 3 weeks ago which ended in a resounding win for the Roughyeds. In good form in the league today, but it's a break from that action as we look to build on that impressive victory at Halifax last weekend. Morgan Smith misses out this week with injury. Max Wood returned back to Warrington. So Jack Walker is at fullback. Tom Nisbet, Ben Davies, Bailey Liu comes in the centre and he partners Jake Bibby. Riley Dean started at centre last week, moved to half-back and stays there this week alongside Josh Drinkwater. Up front, Owen Farnworth, Matt Wildy and Ted Chapelhow. And the back three, Matt Ashurst. Ewan Moore comes back into the side after his game at Salford last week, and Adam Milner locks the scrum. In jumper 13 on the bench, Cole Geyer, Jowitt Purcell, Luke Thomas, who's come in from Warrington this week, and Ryan Lannon wraps things up with Kieran Dixon, the 18th man. Scott Michalauskas is the referee. Kick-off coming up shortly. So here we go then. We don't know where the final is, we don't know when the final is, but we're underway in the 1895 Cup here this afternoon. It's going to be Hunslet coming down the hill, who have first use of the ball, and it's Elijah Simpson with the carry, and it's good connection from Milner first up as Abram at dummy half gets it to Harvey Hallis, and Hallis is wrapped up 15 away from the line as Abram at dummy half. Eddie Batty shifts it out to, I think that's Jack Ward who's put 22 on there, Casey, to be honest with you, as Charlie Graham at dummy half gets it to Ward. Here's Batty out the back to Gaskell. They've got a chance here with Harrop. Harrop down this left-hand side is hunted down by Bendix Davis. He's knocked on. He's knocked on. Well spotted, Andy. And we'll have the first scrum of the afternoon, and Hunslet come up with the first error. Anthony's listening in sunny Haywood. Don't rub it in, Chrissy. Sunbathing, sun, sea and sand, and probably a few rums in Barbados as well, so it's all right for some, isn't it? But it's sunny at Butterfield for once. I think it's the first dry game we've had all season here in Stalybridge. As Oldham then feed this scrum 5 short to halfway, and Bibby from the base will get just short of halfway. Wildy at dummy half comes into the centre to Farnworth, and big collision with Owen Farnworth, and Farnworth still going and looking to get a set restart there as Wildy gets it to Chapelhow. Dean to Ewan Moore. Flat ball at best. And Moore almost found a gap, doesn't go to ground again as Wildy at dummy half goes to the left to Milner. Drinkwater, oh, it's been intercepted. It's been intercepted. Foot race down the hill, it's Jowitt. And Billy Jowitt's going to go down the hill, and against the run of play, Hunslet have scored. Can't speak. 2 minutes gone and Hunslet are ahead. Interception from Billy Jowitt, and he's gone 85 metres down the hill, and it's Oldham 0, Hunslet 4. Try scorer for Hunslet is number 1, Billy Jowitt. Joe Reggin again today, so you'll hear some stadium announcements coming through as well. Daz Hollingworth is in the Costa del Maudsley. Chaz is down in Taunton. Good to have you along, Chaz. Hope you're well. We're looking to do one better than last year when we came unstuck in that heartbreaking semi-final at Boundary Park against Featherstone Rovers. But as we've said, we don't know when the final is. I believe it's August Bank Holiday weekend. We don't know where the final is. I have heard the final might be at Wakefield, but it's been at Wembley for the last, always been with the Challenge Cup final for the last few years, so it's kind of, for me, devalued it a little bit because that carrot of Wembley isn't there anymore. Yes, it's good to win, it's good for the IMG points, but I'd rather be at Wembley. And here's a chance to convert his own try as Jowitt then steps up, and Jowitt sticks the flags up, and it is Oldham 0, Hunslet 6. And the try converted for Hunslet by number 1, Billy Jowitt. It's Oldham 0, Hunslet 6. So Hunslet, who didn't score on the last visit here to Butterfield 3 weeks ago, have taken 2 minutes to get over the line today. Somebody's birthday, whose birthday is it? Oh, is it Kev's birthday? As Simpson then with the carry from the kickoff. Rory's leading the happy birthdays for Kev. As Hallis, good hit from Ewan Moore. And he brings Hallis to ground. And too slow, says Scott Michalauskas. I think it's just a little second effort from someone there. It was either Wildy or Moore, but Hunslet will get the penalty and get a chance to clear their lines. Just to let you know, Hunslet have only named 16 players this afternoon. There's only 3 on the bench. As Abram finds Ward, here's Batty out to Gaskell to go wide to Dalton Harrop again, and he's put to ground on halfway by Ben Davies. It's Abram at dummy half. Almost looked for Brandon Pickersgill, but it goes to Harrison Gilmore instead. Brandon Pickersgill's a good operator at this level. He's going to be dangerous today. As Gaskell down the short side pops it up to Harrop, but Davies does well to bring him to ground there. 20 away from the line, 10 in from this left-hand touchline as Gaskell gets it to Batty. Batty out the back finds Ward. Ward will go short to Liam Carr, and Carr is wrapped up 12 away from the line. As Abram at dummy half comes to the left to Batty. Batty out the back finds Gaskell. Long pass on the bounce has come off the feet of Jimmy Watson, and somehow Oldham have got it back, and Ewan Moore. And Oldham survived Jimmy Watson, just not able to bring that ball in. As Davies with the carry. And Oldham with Riley Dean gets it to Chapelhow. A bit of real estate for Farnworth to run into. As Chapelhow now will get just short of halfway. Wildy at dummy half, goes to the left to Milner. Here's Walker to Bailey Liu. Here's Bibby down that left-hand touchline, and Bibby just halts and steps back in field. Got away, got the arm free, but didn't have any support. Last tackle, all the arms are up on this right-hand side as Drinkwater drops it onto the ground. Oh, it's been taken by Gaskell. He's running to his own player. Is he going to get back in the field of play? No, he's not. And it's going to be a goal line dropout here. So it's going to be Hunslet with the goal line dropout. They lead by 6 points to 0 here in this 1895 Cup match. Thank you for joining us here on Roughyeds TV. I wouldn't necessarily say we need to tighten up. It was an interception try. It's just one of them things. Nesbitt gets it to Dean. Here's Chapelhow then to bring it back. Starts on halfway, and Oldham will start 40 away from the liners. Wildy waits at dummy half. I think just Drinkwater drops it off to Farnworth. I think it's just another case of today being patient and just letting the forwards get that control. Set restart for Oldham as Drinkwater drops it up to Chapelhow. Just short of the 20. Wildy at dummy half. Wildy goes to the right, then to the left, and gets it to Milner. Milner bounces off Hallis 1 time, 2 time. Can he get the arm free? No. 12 out, centre field. Options left and right. Wildy goes to the left to Drinkwater. Goes short, out to Ashurst, and Ashurst is in. And Oldham have hit back. 7 minutes on the clock, and it's Matty Ashurst who gets in for Oldham. Great work, great deception from Josh Drinkwater, and Ashurst runs a great line and stretches out and touches down, and it's Oldham 4, Hunslet 6. Try for Oldham scored by number 11, Matty Ashurst. So Matty Ashurst with the try there, getting Oldham back in on it. Super line, just got the outside shoulder and just arched out and just reached out to touchdown. Good work from the veteran forward. The draw, if you want to know, will be on BBC Radio Leeds at 5:15 tonight for the next round. You can get that through the BBC Sounds app. You can find local radio, James Dayton. I think Ben Jones Bishop's in the studio as well, and somebody else, I can't remember who it is. I'll find out at half time and let you know, but I think Ben Jones Bishop will be doing the draw. There's 2 guests in the studio. So Riley Dean then, who's been quite good with the boot, not wanting to put the mocker on it. Here is Riley Dean then, kicks on its way, and the flags are up here at Bower Fold. It's the 1895 Cup here on Roughyeds TV. It is Oldham 6, Hunslet 6. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 6, Hunslet 6. So 6-all here on Roughyeds TV. Need to take control, correct. As Abram gets them back underway, it's taken by Nesbitt, and Nesbitt runs across the field and he'll be put to ground in centre field. Hunslet chose to play downhill in this first half, as Farnworth with the carry. Gets to the 20-metre line, Wildy waits at dummy half, it's on here. As they come to Drinkwater, here's Chapelhow. Wildy gets it to Milner. Drinkwater, they're going to the left again as Walker quickly to Bailey Leo, and Bailey Leo trying to run through Jowitt but can't. It's Bibby at dummy half, back to Drinkwater, drops it off to Farnworth, and Farnworth straightens up, and Farnworth, can he get the arm free? He can, late offload to, I'm not sure how that can be a knock on, to be honest. He's passed it backwards. It's not the best pass, but it's gone backwards. But the touch judge and the referee have seen that differently. And Hunslet will get a scrum on the 30-metre line. They've taken it to centre field. Owen Farnworth's just trying to plead his case with the referee at the moment, but it'd have been worth a challenge if we were in Super League. Yeah, definitely worth a challenge. As Gaskell then feeds the scrum, it's Abram from the base finds Harrop. Noni runs into Gaskell to Davies, and a penalty. I think late hit on Eddie Batty by Ted Chapelhow. Yeah, choice of 2. Despite everything, they do throw a lot of shape at us. One thing we do need to mention is it's Alan Kilshaw's 200th career game this afternoon, isn't it? We are just having a few connectivity issues at the moment as well. We do apologise for that, as Eddie Batty gets 10 away from the line as Abram at dummy half goes to the right to Ward. Ward looks to go on his own and he's going to be wrapped up. As Abram waits at dummy half, comes to the right to Batty. Here's Gaskell, Pickersgill into the line, gets it to Harrop. Here's Jimmy Watson for the corner, and Jimmy Watson stepped on the line. And good defence from Tom Nisbet to stop. We are just having a few connectivity issues. It's not good. Not got many back, not much back cover on the bench this afternoon, have we again? And with Jimmy Watson going into touch, it will be a lateral turnover, which takes place in centre field. So Oldham start 10 away from their own line as Wildy at dummy half. Gets it to Bibby, and Bibby, good carry. Gets to the 20 as Wildy at dummy half. Comes to the right to Davies. And Ben Davies driven back by 4 Hunslet defenders. As Wildy at dummy half. Gets it to Milner. Milner almost through. Just needed somebody on the shoulder. As Wildy at dummy half goes, bounces hit the ground. It's been picked up by Ashurst. As Walker now with the carry, last tackle. It's Wildy at dummy half, gets it back to Drinkwater, goes high, Tester here for Charlie Graham on that far side, and Graham collects and sets off back, and Hunslet will start on the 20-metre line. Yeah, so Alan Kilshaw's 200th career game as a coach today. No other milestones as Jimmy Watson takes it in as Hunslet make a change. We'll get that one out into the stadium very, very shortly. Looks like Joe Butterfield tries of a knock on as Watson with the carry this time. As Abram gets it to Batty. It's Ethan O'Hanlon that's got out there. We'll get that substitution done after this kick. As does he not knock that on as well, as Gaskell puts the little kick over the top. Walker's there to field, and Walker sets back off upfield, and we'll get the substitution out into the stadium. Interchange for Hunslet. Leaving the field is 16 Elijah Simpson, and coming on is 26 Ethan O'Hanlon. As Tom Nisbet with the carry. Ashurst at dummy half gets it to Bailey Leo, and Bailey Leo back in the centre today. As Wildy gets it to Milner. They're not getting back 10 here, they're struggling as Riley Dean pops it up to Ewan Moore, runs it Gaskell. Ewan Moore look to get it out but can't. As Wildy at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. High kick here, Tester for Brandon Pickersgill, and Pickersgill safe under the high ball. We have had a few connection issues here at Bowerfold this afternoon. As Watson then goes to the right. Here's Jowitt with the carry. As Abram waits at dummy half, comes to the left-hand side to Ethan O'Hanlon. And O'Hanlon's flat drop that, and then Milner can't collect, but we'll come back for the first one, and it will be a scrum for Oldham, 30 away from the line, as they kick up the hill here at Bowerfold this afternoon. Hopefully Casey can still pick me up. He'll give me a wave if he can. They do have quite good ranges, these mics. As Drinkwater gets it to Walker. Oh, Walker's pass, I think it's come off a Hunslet hand. It has, and we'll come back for another scrum. Well, it's just the way that Charlie Graham reacted. Made it look like he'd knocked on. So we'll pack this scrum then. Just 5 metres further upfield than the last one. As Wildy from the base. This time Oldham will come to the right to Dean. Dean dummies and goes on his own, and Ben Davies has been taken down off the ball. Oh, Riley Dean nearly got one in the ribs there as Wildy goes to the left to Milner, drops it off to Chapelhow, and Chapelhow winds it up. And he gets 5 away from the line as Wildy waits at dummy half. Big chance here for the Roughyeds, and Wildy too slow at dummy half and taken by Batty. Milner waits at dummy half this time, goes to the left to Drinkwater, drops it off to Farnworth, and big collision with Ethan O'Hanlon, 3 away from the line, midway between the right post and touchline as Wildy comes back to this right side now. As Walker, quick hands from Dean, can't find Walker, Davies has to go to ground to retrieve it. And Oldham have gone backwards, and Ben Davies is just a little bit slow to his feet, and it's back with Drinkwater, goes crossfield. Tester here for Charlie Graham, and Graham jumps and he's going to have to submit into the tackle because, well, yeah. It's Pickersgill then with the carry. He's had a few clubs around the championship as Brandon Pickersgill. He was started at Bradford. He was going to be the next big thing at one time. Has been at Featherstone as well, I think, as Ethan O'Hanlon with the carry this time. It's Abram at dummy half to Gaskell. Gaskell pops it up to Liam Carr down that right hand side, and he's stopped 15 short of halfway. It's Abram at dummy half to Ward. Ward will go short to Hallis. Hallis wasn't expecting it, and Ethan Moore will collect, and it will be a 7 tackle set for Oldham They are building pressure, Oldham. They are winning the field position battle at the moment as well. As Wildy gets it to Drinkwater, drops it off to Ashurst. And Ashurst is stopped 15 away from the line as Oldham make a change as Milner gets it to Chapelhow. Interchange for Oldham, leaving the field is 10 Owen Farnworth and coming on 18 Jaron Purcell. As Milner goes for the line, and Milner is going to be held up on his back. Tethered your phone. Are we still recording it though? Yeah. All right. So Oldham will start 10 away from the line as Wildy at dummy half goes short to Jaron Purcell. Purcell just on the field has waltzed through, and Oldham have got a second try this afternoon, and it's back-to-back tries for Jaron Purcell, and Oldham lead by 10 points to 6. Try for Oldham scored by number 18, Jaron Purcell. So Jaron Purcell with the try there for Oldham. Yeah, there's a fly buzzing about. It's very annoying. And Riley Dean with the conversion attempt just to the right of the post. Don't look at me like that, Andy.
Just don't jinx it.
As Riley Dean then with this conversion attempt to put Oldham 6 points to the good. Kicks on its way, and the flags are up here at Bowerfold in the 1895 Cup. Riley Dean with the conversion. Oldham lead by 12 points to 6. And converting the try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 12, Hunslet 6. Dan Abram gets us back underway. Again, it's another funny kick-off as Jaron Purcell then will come from the back fence and he will get just short of the 20-metre line in centre field then. It's Wildy at dummy half, gets it to Chapelhow. It's Wildy at dummy half, comes to the right to Milner, pops it up to Dean, and Dean, well, bit of a blue light on that pass for Ewan Moore. I'm not sure he'll thank him for that. As Wildy is Jaron Purcell with the carry again and gets 5 short of halfway. Wildy comes to the right to Riley Dean. Dean gets it to Ewan Moore. Moore hangs on and gets 30 away from the line. On the last tackle is Wildy at dummy half. Gets it to Drinkwater. Everybody's onside. Here comes Ben Davies. Davies jumps. Davies collects. Can Davies get it away? Davies, just couldn't get his arms free. Great work from Ben Davies. Desperate tackle from Brandon Pickersgill. Still 12-6 Oldham here at Bowerfold. And it's a long way down the hill for Hunslet as Charlie Graham with the first carry. Come down this short side to Harrison Gilmore. It's Harrop at dummy half. Gets it to Batty. Gaskell to Ward. Brandon Pickersgill can't find a gap in that Oldham defence. Let's try the short side, flicked out of the back door to Ward, and Ward will hang on. It's Abram at dummy half. Here's Ethan O'Hanlon. And he's stopped 8 short of halfway on the last tackle as it's back with Gaskell. Welcome back to those on Roughyeds TV. We do apologise for the connection issues we've had here this afternoon. You have missed a Geyer Purcell try, so Oldham are 12-6 ahead at the moment here this afternoon on a wonderful, glorious afternoon in deepest, darkest Cheshire. And a penalty for Oldham, and that'll get a big cheer because Hunslet have been pinged for offside. I love it when a penalty gets a louder cheer than a try. And Oldham will start on the 30-metre line. Ryan Lannon is about to get in there. 2 balls as Brandon Pickersgill kicks one back on. Oh, Brandon. As Joe Warby does a bit of fielding in the background as Oldham will get 20 away from the line. After the carry from Milner, Wildy at dummy half. Here is Geyer Purcell, and Harvey Hallis has stolen it one-on-one. So Oldham are going to have to hang on to get the change done. Hunslet looking to make a change as well. Joe Butterfield is about to get out there, and we'll get that out now. Interchange for Hunslet. Leaving the field is number 8, Harvey Hallis, and coming on is 40, Joe Butterfield. As Hunslet shift it to the left, and Jimmy Watson gets down this left touchline. Harrop at dummy half to Gaskell. Batty runs at Wildy and he's wrapped up. A couple inside the Oldham half as Abram waits at dummy half. It's been knocked down by Matty Wildy, and it will be a knock on, and Hunslet will get a scrum. There's a few Hunslet fans down the bottom end. They're being noisy. Good on them. That's what I say. We're back here next Sunday, Workington Town, the opposition, with a 3 p.m. kick-off. 12-6 it is at the moment. Is Abram Darren's son? Yes, he is. Darren was here 3 weeks ago. Darren Abram? Yeah, it's Danzy's lad. And he was here watching 3 weeks ago as Hunslet from the scrum then as Harrop gets out of Dean but not Davies. And it's the first time Hunslet have been in the Oldham half for a bit. 6 again, too slow. It's Gilmore with the carry this time. Abram waits at dummy half. Gaskell was a late shift to the left-hand side as Riley Dean and Miles Dalton Harrop clash, and he's given him a penalty for offside. I can't see him going for goal. And they're not, they're going to tap and go. As Abram then gets it to Gaskell. Here is Batty, drops it off to O'Hanlon, and O'Hanlon got out of Purcell but not out of Wildy. 10 out in centre field. Again, it's a slow play of the ball, which probably suits Oldham as Abram gets it to Batty. Batty will go short to Butterfield, and Joe Butterfield is over by the side of the post. It's a soft try that Oldham have conceded, and Joe Butterfield, on loan from Leeds Rhinos, gets Hunslet back in it. You've got to say the defending was poor from Oldham there, but the big man has brought it back to Oldham 12, Hunslet 10. Try scorer for Hunslet, number 40, Joe Butterfield. Left. So 28 minutes gone in this first half. So here is Billy Jowitt then with the conversion attempt. Just to the left of the post. Can I jinx this kick? Yeah. The good kicker is Billy Jowitt. And he stuck it straight down the middle. And the flags are up here at Bowerfold. He's hit the coaches outside as well, but we're locked up here in the 1895 Cup. It's Oldham 12, Hunslet 12. And converted a try for Hunslet, number 1, Billy Jowitt, It's Oldham 12, Hunslet 12, and an interchange for Oldham. Leaving the field is 15, Ted Chapelhow, and coming on number 12, Ryan Lannon. As Jack Walker gets us back underway. High kick, is it too high? It's gone out on the full. That's clever from Charlie Graham. He's stuck his foot on the line and caught the ball. And Hunslet now will get a penalty on halfway. And they're going to take the opportunity with Gaskell to move the ball downfield. They'll start probably on the 30-metre line, down that right-hand side. As Ward then gets it to Ethan O'Hanlon. Abram at dummy half, tries the short side. And Liam Carr, 20 away from the line. As Batty gets it to Gaskell, drops it off to Gilmore. Gilmore with an offload, Gaskell collects, and Gaskell with another offload. It's been missed by everybody. Butterfield gets it back to Pickersgill, and Pickersgill bounces off Wildy but not Purcell. 12 out in centre field. Pressure on Oldham here as Batty will go on his own this time. Abram waits at dummy half, he's left somebody on the ground. Here's O'Hanlon, and O'Hanlon's in, and Hunslet have gone back to back, and they're ahead. Great ball that from Abram. Butterfield was the dummy runner, O'Hanlon wasn't, and Hunslet lead here now by 16 points to 12. Try scorer for Hunslet, number 26, Ethan O'Hanlon. Keep an eye on an Hunslet player going off. As Billy Jowitt then on the black dot, he won't miss this one. He's about to put Hunslet 6 points in front, and does, and boots it out the ground. Here in this 1895 Cup match, it's Oldham 12, Hunslet 18. And the try converted for Hunslet by number 1, Billy Jowitt. Interchange for Oldham. Leaving the field is number 9, Matty Wildy. And coming on is 14, Cole Geyer. And an interchange for Hunslet. Leaving the field is 13, Eddie Batty. And coming on, 44, Anthony Walker. As Jack Walker gets us back underway. Kick nowhere near the sideline this time. And here is Anthony Walker. First impact on the game, and gets just short of the 20 as Abram at dummy half gets it to Butterfield. Abram now to Ethan O'Hanlon. Abram goes to the right hand side to Ward. Here's Pickersgill, steps away from Bailey Liu. Abram at dummy half, comes to the left to Ward, drops it off to Ethan O'Hanlon. Last tackle, Abram just drills it along the ground. That's going to be a 7 tackle set, that should be. Is poor from Dan Abram that, but we're not complaining. We'll get a 7 tackle set from the 20-metre line, and after going back to back, it's the first time Oldham have had ball in hand for 6 minutes. And we're inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. We're making about 7 left, don't we, at the moment? As Geyer waits at dummy half, comes to the right to Bibby. Geyer goes on his own. Cole Geyer up the middle. Great run from Cole Geyer. Gets 10 inside the Hunslet half. Milner Drinky gets into dummy half. Here's Ryan Lannon, his first carry of the game, and runs straight at Joe Butterfield. Geyer now at dummy half. 6 again for Oldham as Milner with the carry, and Adam Milner's lost it on that first carry in the challenge from Dan Abram. And after getting a repeat set, Oldham have coughed it up. You're right, Gene, it isn't going to plan at the moment. Do we have our regular listeners from Cornwall with us this afternoon? They're normally in the chat. I haven't seen them. Have you seen them in the chat, Casey? No? Oh, it's Gene, isn't it? Yeah. So Hunslet scrum on their own 20. Here's Charlie Graham with the first carry. Abram at dummy half. Gets it back to Ethan O'Hanlon. I think they're a little bit unorganised there, Hunslet, on that play. Abram waits at dummy half, comes to the left-hand side to Walker. As Abram at dummy half gets it to O'Hanlon, taken by Ethan Moore, and the 10 inside the Oldham half as Abram at dummy half goes to the right to Walker. Walker gets it out to Gaskell, goes short again to Liam Carr. As Abram to the right to Gaskell. Gaskell just drills it down over the sideline, and Hunslet are happy to make Oldham start from 10 away from their own line and try and defend a set. Can't see. It's too sunny for the clock today, we can't see it.
Come on, Oldham.
Four and a bit minutes left in this first half. As Nisbet with the carry, offload, finds Davies. And Davies gets 25 away from his own line as Geyer waits at dummy half. Gets it to Bibby. And Bibby won't go to ground, plays it, and penalty for not clearing the ruck. Pretty easy one for Scott to give that, to be honest. There's Drinky with the touch finder. It's a good one. And it's been dropped in the crowd. Poor effort, that. Poor effort in the crowd. And Oldham will start 20 away from the liners. Drinkwater pops it up to Jaron Purcell. Geyer at dummy half. Walker's just drifting across the back of the line there, but Lannon will carry it through. It's Geyer at dummy half. Gets it to Drinkwater. Drinkwater goes on his own. Josh Drinkwater from the line. It's going to be held a couple short as Geyer at dummy half now. Cole Geyer goes on his own. And Cole Geyer pinches one from dummy half. And Oldham are back in it. 3 minutes left in this first half. It's Oldham 16, Hunslet 18. And Cole Geyer it is who just pinches one from dummy half. And Oldham could soon be level. Try for Oldham. He's sponsored by Rugby Oldham, number 14, Cole Geyer. And here is Riley Dean with the conversion attempt then. Flags are up here at Butterfield. 2 minutes left in the first half. We're all locked up. It's Oldham 18, Hunslet 18. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. I'll breach the subject, seeing as we're level at the moment. We play to a finish today, by the way. If it's level at 80 minutes, golden point is on the card this afternoon. As it's fielded on the goal line by Nisbet. Here is Jaron Purcell to run it back up the hill. If we need to, we'll go through the golden point rules later. As Ewan Moore then gets it to Riley Dean. Oldham looking to go from deep. Here is Walker. Walker tries to step and get away from Carr and from Ward, but can't.
Go on.
As Geyer at dummy half gets it to Bailey Liu. Liu trying to find a gap in that Hunslet defence, but can't. On the 30-metre line as Geyer from dummy half. Oh, that's a head high. Surely it's round his head, man. I can't speak. As Purcell at dummy half gets it to Riley Dean. Dean trying to put the feet on and just can't get away. Last tackle for Oldham then. As Geyer waits at dummy half, gets it to Drinkwater, high kick. Tester here for Pickersgill, and Pickersgill just falls to ground. And Hunslet will start 10 away from their own line as Watson waits at dummy half, gets it to Charlie Graham, and Oldham hunting in numbers, and Brandon Pickersgill's a pretty relieved guy there, to be fair. And it's knocked on. Not long left. Oldham need to get to this scrum really quickly. We're inside the last 10 seconds, and are we going to get time off? No, there goes the hooter, and that is going to be it. Half time here at Butterfield. It's Oldham 18, Hunslet 18. Stay with us, second half coming up in about 10 minutes time. And welcome back to Butterfield, second half here on Roughyeds TV. Matt Horton in the chair again this afternoon. Game 4 of the weekend for me. Although one was football yesterday. It was at Hull on Thursday night, at Huddersfield on Friday. You got to Bolton yesterday, Casey. Dramatic again. They like to put you in suspense, don't they? With quite a few late goals about yesterday. So we're just waiting for Scott Mikolauskas, and Dan Abram will get us underway for the second half here. All to play for as Jaron Purcell with the opening carry of this second half. I'll broach the subject, we do have to have a winner today. As Geyer at dummy half gets it to Ewan Moore down that right hand side. Just a reminder that Hunslet have only got 16 players as well today, as Nisbet with the carry. Gets to the 30-metre line. Geyer at dummy half to the left, pops it up to Milner. Good quick hands finds Drinkwater. Here's Bailey Liu, and Bailey Liu's got to come outside because Ashurst was in the defensive line. Geyer at dummy half goes to the right to Drinkwater. Here's Ryan Lannon then. Got the arm free, just didn't have anybody pushing through. Oldham will complete their first set of the second half as Geyer gets it back to Riley Dean. High kick for Riley Dean. Chester here for Charlie Graham, and Graham catches and is immediately taken by Bailey Liu. There's Pickersgill with the carry. Hunslet come up this right hand side with Liam Carr. As Abram gets it to O'Hanlon, Gaskell to Pickersgill. Here's Harrop down this left hand side, and Harrop almost gets away from Ben Davies as Riley Dean comes in to finish off, 10 short of halfway. It's Jimmy Watson at dummy half to Gaskell. Here's Joe Butterfield now for Hunslet, and he's going to be wrapped up 8 short of halfway. Last tackle then as Abram gets it back to Gaskell just outside the 40. And that's going to go into touch. And it's going to go into the middle. Thought he was given a 40-20 then at one point, the way he hesitated. It's just outside. Was Gaskell. It's Walker at dummy half. Gets it to Jake Bibby. Geyer at dummy half to Ashurst. Geyer at dummy half. Ryan Lannon on the charge. Good run from Ryan Lannon. He's got out the first challenge from Walker and gets an extra 5 or 6 after contact. 5 short of halfway. Geyer spots the markers not square and goes. And Geyer goes one way, Geyer goes another. He's got Walker on the inside. Walker just taken by the covering Jimmy Watson. 10 away from the line. Geyer at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. Oldham have got numbers. Dean, oh, it should have gone. And Dean's stepping back in field. Just can't get the arm free again. Last tackle. Just to the right of the post. Geyer gets it back to Drinkwater. Here is Walker 4 on 3. Ashurst to Liu. Liu to Bibby. Bibby for the corner will score. And Oldham make the perfect start to the second half. Cole Geyer instrumental in the build-up with a break, but great movement to the left-hand side. Through 4 pair of hands. Ashurst to Liu. Liu to Bibby. And Bibby walks in at the corner and Oldham are back ahead. Try for Oldham, sponsored by Martin Brooks and Roy Rainford. Number 5, Jake Bibby. So Jake Bibby with the try for Oldham that edges them back ahead. If you do want to listen to the draw tonight, I've not put it out in the ground, but while Riley Dean's lining this up, you need to go on the BBC Sounds app, find BBC Radio Leeds, and it will be at 5:15. I did say I was going to find out who was doing the draw, didn't I? Better late than never. Here is Riley Dean then with this conversion attempt off this bottom touchline. Jamie Cordin and Ben Jones Bishop, I think it'll be, as Dean. Oh yeah, nailed that. Straight down the middle. Riley Dean adds the extras and Oldham are 6 points ahead again. It's Oldham 24, Hunslet 18. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean.
Let's go again now, boys! Come on!
As Abram gets us back underway, bouncing ball taken by Nesbitt. Here is Jaron Purcell from the back fence, and Purcell will get to the 20-metre line. I think there might have been a bit of paint stripping in the sheds at half-time, because I'm not sure Killer would have been impressed with that first half performance as Oldham get the penalty. We'll ask him at full time. An interview you'll be able to see on our YouTube channels later tonight.
Something was off in that first half.
But I think Hunslet played well. I don't think anything was off. You've got to credit the visitors sometimes, as you and more then, as Oldham start on halfway. It's Geyer at dummy half to Milner. Ryan Lannon then, second man out with the carry, gets the legs going, and Liam Carr hangs on for grim life as Geyer at dummy half to Milner. Here's Riley Dean. Dean to Ewan Moore, and Moore just can't escape the attentions of Harrop. It's Geyer at dummy half to Riley Dean. Dean gets it to Jaron Purcell. And Jaron Purcell goes back to that right edge, tries to find a gap through, and Oldham going back to back here could just blow this game apart as Geyer to Riley Dean. Dean out the back finds Drinkwater. Here's Walker. Walker steps 1-2. Walker gets away. Walker going back across the face of the defence, and Jack Walker gets it out to Purcell. Good ball to Davies. 2-on-1 potentially as Davies looks for the corner. Davies gets it out to Nisbet. Nisbet drops it onto the boot. Here's Walker, and Walker's in. Oldham have gone back to back. It looked like they'd gone up a blind alley. Great offload from Ben Davies. Gets it to Tom Nisbet, and Nisbet puts it on the boot, and Jack Walker flies over, and Oldham lead by 28 points to 18. Try for Oldham, scored by number 1, Jack Walker. So Jack Walker with the try for Oldham. Luke Thomas is about to get out there for Oldham as Adam Milner goes for a breather. It's Riley Dean with the conversion attempt. Just to the right of the post, kicks away. Riley Dean's 5 from 5 this afternoon, and Oldham lead by 30 points to 18. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 30, Hunslet 18. Change for Hunslet, leaving the field is 26, Ethan O'Hanlon, and returning number 8, Harvey Hallis. And a change for Oldham, leaving the field is number 13, Adam Milner. And please welcome number 19, Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas out there. Tom Nisbet has knocked on the kickoff, so Hunslet are going to get a scrum 10 away from the line. Apologies, stadium announcer duties had to come into play a little bit there as well. Might not for much longer, there's only one bar left on the bike, on the batteries. As Hunslet then, Ward to the right, gets it to Brandon Pickersgill, who slips. As Abram at dummy half, gets it to Carr. Abram at dummy half, goes to the left to Walker. Walker pops it up to Hallis, and a little bit telegraphed that from Walker, to be fair. It's Abram at dummy half, pops it up to Walker. Walker with a big bounce on Jack Walker, and Walker scored under the post, and well, that was just brute strength from Walker, and it's Oldham 30, Hunslet 22. Try scorer for Hunslet, number 44, Anthony Walker. That was like Jack Walker hitting a pinball machine. He was the pinball in a machine on a bumper, wasn't it? The way he went backwards there. But Oldham just can't get a grip on this game, can they? And Hunslet back in it again. It's potentially going to be a 6-point ball game after this conversion. It's 30-22 at the moment. I think the scoreboard...
Do you know who that is? Shouldn't be coming out with that. Shouldn't be coming out with that. That's like, you know what I mean? Players or anyone. Which one? At the back? One with the dark coat. Yep, yes! Right. Just on your way back, just tell him that just get a steward over there and converting a try for Hunslet, number 1, Billy Jowitt. It's Oldham 30, Hunslet 24. And a change for Oldham, leaving the field is number 12, Ryan Lannon, and returning is number 10, Owen Farnworth. Six-point ball game then, as Jack Walker gets us back underway, as Carr fields the kick-off, and here is the last try scorer, Walker, from the back fence. And Hunslet with Butterfield then.
as Abram gets it to Gaskell. Here's Gilmore down this left-hand side. It's Abram. Here's Harvey Hallis. Oh, he's dived. That's the clearest dive. No, he's given a set restart after Harvey Hallis has just dived to win a penalty. I'd expect that yesterday at Boundary Park. Horrible. As Gaskell then gets it to Walker, and Walker on the drive again, and Hunslet 25 away from the line. It's Abram at dummy half. Oh, Gaskell went the other way. Abram's got under Nisbet, and it'll be a play the ball. As Harrop gets it to Gaskell. Harvey Hallis out the back finds Shaw, goes short to Carr. As Abram at dummy half goes to the left to Butterfield, out the back finds Gaskell. Gaskell's kicks a shocker and straight into the arms of Ewan Moore, and Oldham survive. It's Davies then with the first carry.
Well done, Ben.
Hunslet just a little slow on the defensive line. Balls come out and penalty is given, and Oldham will get a chance to clear the lines and get into the Hunslet half. And Riley Dean just wants a quick word with Brandon Pickersgill. There's the wise words of a Hunslet fan who's in the stand with it, and she paid her money. She can entitled to her opinion. Well, it's not wrong in her eyes, Andy. It's Davies then gets it to Drinkwater. Here's Jaron Purcell. Ant Walker with a hit. It's Geyer at dummy half. To the left to Drinkwater. Here is a first carry in Oldham colours for Luke Thomas, who's on loan from Warrington this week. 12 away from the line as Geyer at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. Here's Riley Dean. Oh, Ewan Moore on the crash ball. It should have gone to Walker, who was going round the back. As Geyer gets it to Drinkwater. Here is Thomas. Luke Thomas for the line. Can he spin away? No, he can't. He'll play it a metre from the line just to the left of the Porters. Geyer flips round, gets it to Drinkwater. Here's Bailey Leo. Here's Bailey Leo. And Bailey Leo gets a try for Oldham. And the lead is restored again. It was a change of direction. I don't think Oldham were going that way, but Drinkwater found Bailey Leo. One step, two step, try, and it's Oldham 34, Hunslet 24. Try for Oldham, scored by number 22, Bailey Liu. So Riley Dean with an opportunity to go 6 from 6 this afternoon. He's just to the left of the post. If I was a betting man, I'd be having, if I was a betting man, I'd be having more than 50p on this one. As Riley Dean then with the kick straight down the middle. Flags are up here at Butterfield in this 1895 Cup match. Oldham restored their 12-point lead. It's Oldham 36, Hunslet 24. And converting the try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 36, Hunslet 24.
Turn the screw now, Oldham, come on!
As Jowitt gets us back underway. And here is Luke Thomas from the back fence. It's Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Moore. Hunslet have just made a change. Eddie Batty's back out there. Has Ant Walker gone off? Ant Walker's gone off, hasn't he? Oldham on the run then with Davies. And Davies just can't get the ball free. It's Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Jaron Purcell. And Purcell goes past one, goes past two, tries to run over the top of Gilmore but can't. Geyer at dummy half, goes to the right to Riley Dean, and Dean dummies. Dean goes! And Riley Dean strolls through and scores by the side of the post. Oldham go back to back again and through and hit the 40-point mark. Great footwork from Riley Dean, absolutely fantastic. And Oldham lead by 40 points to 24. Try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. Now got no bars on the microphone. You got 2 double A's on you? You got 2 double A's on you? No. Oh. As Riley Dean then with the conversion sticks the flags up here. And Oldham now have an 18-point lead here. They lead by 42 points to 24. And converting his own try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. Is Oldham 42, Hunslet 24.
Keep going, boys. 80 minutes, Oldham.
As Billy Jowitt gets us back underway, Nesbitt Fields. Here comes Luke Thomas again down the hill. Stress levels have reduced inside the ground now as Oldham have scored all these second half points as Walker just didn't find Bailey Liu. 24 points in this second half for Oldham as they try the short side. Ashurst to Bailey Liu, taken by Jowitt. He's just shrugged Jowitt off as does a Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Ashurst, and Ashurst is put to ground on halfway. Interchange. As Dean then gets it to Ewan Moore. Moore tries to find a gap but can't down that right hand side. Last tackle, Geyer gets it to Drinkwater. High kick coming here, tester here for Brandon Pickersgill as Pickersgill traps on the foot and takes it in. Interchange for Hunslet, leaving the field 44 Anthony Walker and returning 13 Eddie Batty. Jimmy Watson at dummy half, goes to that right hand side. Don't think Jack Ward was ready for that pass as Watson at dummy half gets it to Eddie Batty, drops it off to Harvey Hallis, and Harvey Hallis is put to ground 10 short of halfway. Batty then out the back finds Gaskell, short to Gilmore. Looked all right the pass, to be fair. On the last tackle, it's with Gaskell, put under pressure by Thomas. Jake Bibby's going to let this bounce. Takes a bad bounce and Walkerfield's under the post and will get 10 away from the line. As Geyer goes up the middle, Geyer gets past Pickersgill. Geyer's still going and Geyer is put to ground, 10 inside the Hunslet half on that right touchline as Davies at dummy half gets it to
Nisbet into centre field is wrapped up. As Geyer and Purcell to Drinkwater. Here's Ashurst then. Ashurst is wrapped up, 10 away from the line. As Bailey Leo at dummy half to Drinkwater. Geyer and Purcell gets it to Dean. Here's Walker into the line, 2-on-1. Davies with a dummy, Davies with a step. Davies with a line will score. Fifth try of the half for Oldham, and it's Ben Davies this time. Could have sent Nisbet in for a walk in at the corner, but Ben Davies throws the dummies, and Oldham lead by 46 points to 24. Try for Oldham, sponsored by Amari Plastics, number 4, Ben Davies. Jack Walker is just getting a little bit of attention in centre field from the trainer. Looks like they've managed to stretch it out and he's going to be okay to continue. As Riley Dean lines up this conversion attempt then. Riley Dean then with the conversion attempt, halfway in from touch and puts the flags up here. 8 from 8 for Riley Dean this afternoon, takes him to 20 points on the day, and Oldham lead by 48 points to 24. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean.
Go again, Oldham!
As Billy Jowitt gets us underway, Nisbet lets it bounce and brings it in. It's Luke Thomas with the carry. Good carry from Luke Thomas. It's Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Farnworth. It's Geyer at dummy half, down the left-hand side to Drinkwater, to Bibby. Bibby will do well to stay in the field of play. As Leo at dummy half, gets it to Drinkwater. Geyer then to Riley Dean. Dean pops it up short to Ewan Moore, but Ewan Moore can't bring it in. As they go down that right-hand side with Riley Dean. Dean's kick's taken though by Pickersgill. And it's a long way back for Hunslet at the moment as they look to make a change. As O'Hanlon up that right-hand side, Joe Butterfield is on his way off. And if this microphone works, we'll get it out into the ground. As Gaskell down this right-hand side. Interchange for Hunslet, leaving the field is 40, Joe Butterfield, and returning is 16, Elijah Simpson. As Davies then with the carry. And an interchange for Oldham, leaving the field is number 1, Jack Walker, and returning number 9, Matty Wildy. As Bibby with the carry then gets to the 30-metre line as Geyer from dummy half. Geyer almost
stops the gap and goes. Wildy back out there, goes to the right to Jaron Purcell. Here is Luke Thomas then on the charge, gets 10 away from the line. As on the last tackle, it's with Drinkwater, goes short to Farnworth. Farnworth for the line will score, and Oldham have got a 6th try of the half, and it's Owen Farnworth this time. Great move on that last tackle play. Farnworth with the power, stretches out to touchdown, and Oldham hit 50. Try scorer for Oldham, sponsored by J&B Installation Group, number 10, Owen Farnworth. Definite sign of relief. Don't need to go through the golden point connotations now. And, well, we would just play 5-minute periods until somebody scored. That's it, basically. It's not, I know in Super League it's 2 5-minute periods, but in a cup competition, you keep changing ends every 5 minutes. You get 2 interchanges at full time, and then for every extra period, you get an interchange. And here is Riley Dean then to go 9 from 9 and take his personal point tally to 22 for the day. Here is Riley Dean then, kicks on its way, flags are up here, and Oldham are heading to the quarterfinals of the 1895 Cup. They lead by 54 points to 24. And converting the try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 54, Hunslet 24. What? All right. And 2 changes for Oldham, leaving the field, 16 Ewan Moore. Who was the other one? And 10, Owen Farnworth. And returning number 12, Ryan Lannon, and 15, Ted Chapelhow. It's Nisbet with the carry. As Geyer at dummy half gets it to Chapelhow. Wildy to Ryan Lannon, who's now playing in the centre. I think Riley's gone to fullback, hasn't he? To just from a defensive perspective, as Geyer at dummy half gets it to Purcell. Here is Drinkwater, Ashurst on the carry, and no penalty for the late hit. I heard it, I didn't see it. Geyer gets it to Purcell. Jaron Purcell, whoa, should have gone to Drinky, and Jaron Purcell pops it up to Ashurst. It's going to be a set restart as Bibby collects, and the tackle count is wiped clean by Scott Mikolauskas.
Go on, Jake. Go on, Jake. Let him go.
0 tackle anyway, Casey, as Liu with the carry. I know they play the ball. Slow pops it up to Chapelhow, and Ted Chapelhow, oh, almost got free. Set restart given this time as Geyer gets it to Drinkwater. Here's Luke Thomas. Thomas for the line will get a debut try for Oldham. And it's 10 of the best for the Roughyeds as Luke Thomas gets the try, and Oldham lead by 58 points to 24. Try for Oldham, scored by number 19, Luke Thomas. Moagoro's on water carrying duties today, but they could have put him on the bench and not used him, couldn't they? Instead of just naming 3. This will make it 60, this kick. as Dean puts the flags up. And Oldham hit 60. It's Oldham 60, Hunslet 24. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 60, Hunslet 24. About 8 probably. Just trying to see how long's left. 7:20.
Last 7 minutes, Oldham, come on!
7:40, wasn't it? We'd like to thank you for your fantastic support here at Bowerfold this afternoon. The official attendance is 740. It should be a turnover as Hunslet went for the short kick-off. It came off a hand and went into touch. It came off a Hunslet hands low, so that will be an Oldham play the ball. And Ben Davies has gone down injured on that far side now. He's up and hobbling. He's told the trainer to go away and he wants to just try and run it off, but 7 minutes left. There's no point risking anything as Bailey Liu with the carry. Workington here next week as Wildy drops it off to Ryan Lannon. Good run from Ryan Lannon. It's Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Luke Thomas, and Thomas with a great offload to Ryan Lannon. Here's Chapelhow. Chapelhow down the wing. Oh, he's brought to ground by Jimmy Watson. That'd have been 90 metres tonight. As Geyer gets it to Wildy. Wildy, oh, pass isn't the best, and Ben Davies is there to collect it. Back to 1, it's hit a Hunslet hand. Davies is still injured and he's given a set restart as well. So this will still be 0 as Lannon tries to get away. Lannon will be put to ground. He'll signal 6 again now because that was a 0 tackle. No, he hasn't. As gets it to Lannon. He should have signalled again then as Chapelhow. They're trying to get Chappie over here now, aren't they? As Geyer at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. Drinkwater dummies. Oh! What a ball to Ryan Lannon that is! And it's try number 11. Oh, Drinkwater throws the dummy, and Ryan Lannon the recipient, and Oldham lead by 64 points to 24.
There was a question of obstruction though, weren't there?
Try for Oldham, scored by number 12, Ryan Lannon. Ryan Lannon with the try. Just type 8 and 16 on your phone. I think it's 44 and 40. It's 26 and 44. Ant Walker and Matty Ashurst just putting the wheels to right. Ant Walker's going to get back out there in a sec. As Riley Dean then with this conversion attempt just to the right of the post to take him to 26 points for the day. Plenty in good spirit on that bottom terrace as Riley Dean goes 11 from 11. And Oldham hits 66 here now. It's Oldham 66, Hunslet 24. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. And 2 changes for Hunslet. Leaving the field, 16, Elijah Simpson. And 8, Harvey Hallis. Returning 26, Ethan O'Hanlon. And 44, Ant Walker. Oh, he's still on. They've changed it then. 4 minutes left as they go for the short kick-off. That's well taken by Billy Jowitt as Jowitt gets it back in field to Harrop. And he's lost it. Comedy of errors. Oldham tried to play on, but they can't.
but they'll get the scrum 10 away from the line. 3 minutes left in this game. Oldham will be ball number 7 in the draw tonight, which is on Radio Leeds at 5:15. Get yourself on the BBC Sounds app for that one. It's Geyer from the base of the scrum, gets it to Bibby. He shouldn't have changed it. It's Geyer at dummy half, gets it to Bailey Liu, and Liu crosses halfway. It's Geyer to Purcell. Here is Wildy to Riley Dean. Dean gets it to Davies. Davies gets ahead of steam on, just can't get away from Harrop. As Wildy to Thomas, and Luke Thomas down the hill on the charge, gets it to Geyer at the play of the ball. Wildy gets it to Jaron Purcell, and Purcell just can't get away. It's Geyer waits at dummy half to Drinkwater. Here's Bailey Lee. Bibby for a second, gets in at the corner, and Oldham hit the 70 mark. Great hands again, and it's the second try of the afternoon for Jake Bibby, and Oldham hit 70. They lead by 70 points to 24. Try for Oldham, sponsored by Martin Brooks and Roy Rainford. It's the second of the game for number 5, Jake Bibby. Casey's almost run out of room on his pad here with all these tries in this second half. We've got 90 seconds left on the game, so we will get back underway, because we're obviously in the last 5-minute protocol, which we'll see the clock stop after the kick. There will be instant reaction on the hooter. I don't know if we're doing a player of the match today. Go on, Andy. We'll let you pick it again. Who? Riley. Yep, fair enough. This is an unofficial man of the match, but we have picked Riley Dean as our player of the match this afternoon. You good with that? Well, he's already landed one from here. Might be some comedy boos if he misses this one. As Riley Dean, then he's kicked it. 12 from 12 for Riley Dean off the sideline. And Oldham lead by 72 points to 24. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. And this afternoon's player of the match has been awarded to, sponsored by Rugby Oldham, number 14, Cole Geyer. As Gaskell gets us back underway, he's gone long. Thomas needs. Oh, Luke Thomas has dropped it in the in goal.
At least they're all laughing.
Everybody's having a bit of a laugh about it. Have we got enough time to get back underway? 20 seconds. There's no shot clock, isn't there? So Oldham will win by 72 points to 24 this afternoon in the draw, which will take place at 5:15. Oh, we stopped the clock. Why? The idea is not to stop. Oh, they're going to go short. Does Drinkwater go short? Has it gone 10? Oh, it's not going to go 10. It's going to go back into touch. Not going to have time for the play the ball, are we? Doors open. And there is the hooter, and Scott Michalowskis blows full time here. Oldham are into the quarterfinals of the 1895 Cup after this 72 points to 24 victory here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Roughyeds TV.